Hello again, my arty friends, it's Leigh here. Welcome back. We're going to do another page in this altered book. So I'll show you what I did last time. So that was this one here. I showed you how to make this flippy floppy thingamajig that I made for day 3 of Junk Journal July. So that was nice and easy. Love the way that page turned out. And I'm just going to go back and I think we'll do maybe a double spread. I'll do it on the back of this. And I'm going to show you a technique for making some texture, which is awesome. I love it. It's so easy. But firstly, I want to put down an underlayer of collage. Now I have got a whole heap of bits and pieces here left over from other projects, Junk Journal July being part of it. So I was thinking I'm just going to stick down a whole heap of these scraps. They're not going to be seen, they're just going on there to strengthen the page. So I've got my gel matte medium. So I'm just going to, I don't know why I'm pulling that off, doesn't matter. I'm just going to cover the whole 2 pages in this bottom layer. So this is the foundation of the page, spread. This is one way of getting rid of things that you might print off a whole page just to get one image from a digital kit, and then you're stuck with the rest of it forever and a day. So I thought this was a good opportunity to use up some of this. Just going to put this old envelope underneath. Go in that way. So none of this will be seen at the end, so don't fret about having cats in a garden book or kids in a garden book, etc. Because yeah, they're only there just to make the pages a bit more substantial. I'm not sure about this this gel matte medium. Doesn't seem to work the best as a glue. It's very wet. Not like some, you know how you get some that are really good, they're really sticky, do a great job. I'm not that sure about these ones. There's all sorts of things here. Okay, so I'm just going to fill this up and then let it dry. because I can add the gesso on there and do the next step and then let it all dry together. What did I do with my credit card thing? There it is. So what I'm going to do is put a really thick coat of gesso on here. You want it? Oh, that's not gesso. What an idiot. I'm thinking there's not much colour in that. Oh, it's not going to come off the page, is it? It's going to be well stuck. Okay, now let's get the gesso and try that again. This is the gesso. That looks better. It's putting the gel on there and I'm thinking, this doesn't look like it's covering anything. I can see everything through it. I was going to use plastic. I think I'm going to use some alfoil instead. Or aluminum foil, I think you call it. Over on the other side of the world, it's alfoil here, or aluminium foil. Alfoil's a brand actually. Okay, so that's enough of the gesso. I've got the aluminium foil. I'm going to scrunch it up a bit. It's a bit wrinkly. And then I'm going to put it into my gesso. And leave it there for a little bit, just a few seconds, not too long. I just want to make sure I'm getting some great texture in there. And then I'm making the camera rock, the desk wobble. I need to tighten my screws up or mount the camera somewhere else, one or the other. Okay, so I think that's going to work, I hope. I haven't tried it with this before, I've only done it with plastic. Okay, let's pull it off and see what we got. It's taken the paper off in a couple of places, but that's okay. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can because of the light. We're losing the light. So it's nice and texturized. I don't think it works as well as plastic wrap. I'm going to put a bit of plastic over it anyway. Don't you love this stuff? Just where I can see that there's no texture, or not much texture. I want to get some extra bits in there. And that's a little bit better. Maybe I should do that. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so that's dry enough to work on. And I want to put some acrylic paint on here now. So I've got all my texture there. And I want to make it really thin. And I'm going to use this clear painting medium. I'm going to really put a fair bit on there. I've got sienna. So hardly any paint and heaps of the painting medium. Because I want it to be like a wash. Got way too much. It's enough here to do another 2 pages. Gonna have to mop some of that up. Looks like chocolate syrup. Making myself hungry. Probably should have just mixed it on the plate rather on the this thing rather than putting it straight on the page. But anyway, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to put another colour on that. I've got this one, which is a free flow paint by Atelier, and it's called Red Gold. I know it's pretty runny, but I'm not sure how runny. I think I'll just put a little bit of that in there, just to be sure. Ooh, it's very potent, isn't it? I'll definitely be wiping some of this off. Pretty much taken over the sienna. It's so dark. I suppose I could always put some more of the sienna back in if I wanted to. I'm not sure that I do. What I'm going to do is just spray a bit of water on there. Put that on there. There we go. That's better. I think I'm making the camera wobble. What is that noise? I noticed the noise the last time I was I think it's this light. Let's get rid of it. That's better. Yeah, it was that light running. Let's turn on the overhead light. Now, do I want to put anything else on there? I really did want some sienna on there. Just not as much as I had on there before. So I've got some distress paint. I've got speckled egg. I would like to put a little bit of that on there somewhere. Not much. Oh, that looks nice. Down here. Let's get it like it's going from one page to the next, travelling. It's all connected up together so we get that nice flow. Now I did also grab this squeezed lemonade. I don't know. I'm not that keen on these distress paints, to be perfectly honest. Well, I suppose that's not too bad. But what I'm going to do with this when it dries is I'm going to come over it with a an ink pad, so it picks up all the texture. So guess what? It's time to let that dry again. So dry enough to work on. So I'm going to stamp with some text on the page. So I've got archival ink black. Oh, look what I did. Yeah, well. There's two stupid things that I've done during this video. And you're still here. Okay, so that'll do that. That'll be enough of that. So that is permanent ink. Hopefully it's dry. We'll find out. And I'm just going to go over this with the vintage photo. We seem to have a lot of our texture left still. Oh, look at that when you change it. You wet it. Amazing. Let's use... I feel like I've got this big white thing uncoloured down there. I don't think I had enough gesso on my page before. I want to put something dark down that. I don't like that light strip down the middle of the page. I'll probably be saying I don't like the dark strip after I do this, but that's enough. Yeah, it just takes away that bareness. Okay. Now, I've got a couple of images that I want to put in here. One is this garden party thing, and then the other is this one, which is a flower that I painted in watercolors, which I really like, and I've been wanting to get it in somewhere. And then I thought maybe I could put this in, and then I can do some stabilo-wing around the joint and bring it all together with a stabilo. So let me get this glued in. So I'll be using matte gel medium. My fingers are so cruddy. I've been using my fingers to smooth out PVA on another project that I'm working on. Yes, and they're so gooey. I like got a second skin sort of thing. You can peel it off. It's so thick. I've been doing it all day, working on it. It's an like a little board book, an altered board book. Do I go around that? Nah. Nope. Make sure it's all down there. The weather is so beautiful at the moment. We got up to, well, it was supposed to get up to 29 degrees today. I don't know whether it did or not, but it's just been such a beautiful day, and there's a breeze has just popped up now. So I've been, in most instances where I've needed to dry my project, I've been able to put it out in the sun, and it's like half an hour in the sun and it's all dry. I love that flower. I want to paint some more of them. I bought this watercolor ground absorbent primer, so I can use my watercolors on top of, well, I suppose if I've already painted with acrylic, I could put some of that on and I'd be able to paint it over it with the watercolors. Is that, well, that's what I think. Oh no, you can use it to prime surfaces. Okay, now do I want to put anything else on that? Or do I just want to get the Stabilo out? See, this is how I got my second skin on my finger. By making sure there was no air bubbles under my artwork. I think I really need to let that dry before I start playing with the Stabilo. So that's what I'm going to do. I feel like I want to put some Brusho on there. I wonder what that would look like. Just a couple. The magenta that I'm looking for. Purple, black, ultramarine, orange, emerald green, and a scarlet maybe. I wonder. Are you supposed to just poke a hole in the top or something? Oh yeah, it's coming out. And then you wet it, don't you? Ooh. That's not the right colour. Look on here. What if one of them is the orange? I wonder if it needs more water. It's probably meant to go under, not over. It's everywhere. Yeah, well, we won't do that again. Should have tried it on something that didn't matter. How much more beautiful flower stuff now. Okay. Put that away. I'll let that dry. And then I'll get the Stabilo out, and maybe going around it with the Stabilo will lessen that effect. So just go. It's going to end up looking grungy. Well, thanks for sticking around and watching me experiment with things. Showing you probably what you shouldn't do with it. And not to use them. Never mind. All's well that ends well. I think that's going to look okay. going to just splatter some of this gesso on here. I don't know if I want to put anything else on there. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm so annoyed that I messed that up with the brushos. It's a little bit disappointing that I didn't get the texture that I wanted, but I may not have had the gesso on thick enough. That's what I think anyway. So next time I do it, I'll put it on a bit thicker. I love the background. I love the texture and all the colours that are coming through. Just there's not enough texture on there for me. It's not what I wanted, but it's still beautiful. I love it. But yeah, well, I hope it's given you some ideas and that you will have a crack at it yourself. So don't think you have to do everything the way I do it. I'm just here trying to inspire you and to learn new stuff myself. So have a crack. Stay creative. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so YouTube knows I'm still in the land of the living and making videos. And I'll see you for the next one. So hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!